Hello guys, welcome to my first video on my second channel. And today we are ranking every Angry Birds game. Well, not every single one, but all the mainline games. So, let's start. First game we have is the original Angry Birds. It's a really good game, it's really fun, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff, and there was also a lot of stuff that they added to the game later on that doesn't really make it the best, but it's the original and a lot of the earlier stuff was great. I'm still gonna put it in best. Angry Birds Seasons. There is a lot more experimental stuff compared to the original. They had a lot of extra stuff that didn't make it to the main game, and I like a lot of it, but I just feel like it's not as good despite all the extra stuff, so I'm gonna put it in great. And then next is Angry Birds Rio. Instantly the best one yet. I love the graphics, the story, everything about it. Angry Birds Rio might be one of the most perfect Angry Birds games ever created. Next we have Angry Birds Friends. What I've seen from the earlier era of Angry Birds Friends, it was actually pretty decent, but I feel like newer Angry Birds Friends just isn't really it, so I'll put it in mid. Next is Angry Birds Space. I'm also putting this in best. All the space mechanics, all of the theming, all of the new redesigns, the music, the soundtrack, everything about Angry Birds Space is perfect. You can't convince me otherwise. Next we have Bad Piggies. This one goes in great above Seasons. The only reason I don't put it in best is because sometimes the levels are just really difficult. I haven't gotten past some of the levels yet. Like, I'm still stuck on like levels from like middle of the game, and I still can't get past them. And I've had the game for I played the game a lot over the past 2 years that I've been replaying Angry Birds, so yeah. Next we have Angry Birds Star Wars 1. Now, Angry Birds Star Wars 1, I'll put it above everything else in great. I would put it in best, but the only reason is because we have its successor, Angry Birds Star Wars 2, which goes right there, right under Rio. Listen, I love Star Wars, well, at least not really the newer Star Wars, but a lot of the older Star Wars I really like. And then also Angry Birds Star Wars 2 might have been like the peak of Angry Birds. They really put a lot of effort in Angry Birds Star Wars 2. And the first one, but like Angry Birds Star Wars 2 is better. Anyways, next up, we have Angry Birds Go. I'm putting it in mid, right under Angry Birds Friends. Listen, I probably would have gotten a bit higher if it wasn't for them basically destroying the game. They made the game like a million times worse, and it's just not as good as it used to be. We're still putting it in mid because of the older versions and like how unique it was compared to everything else. So yeah. Next we got Angry Birds Epic. I could put it in haven't played, but I've played like a bit of it, and I'll put it in bottom of great. Mostly just because I haven't really played much of it, so yeah. Next is Angry Birds Stella. This one goes in haven't played. I literally haven't played it at all. I've seen some gameplay, it looks pretty cool, but I don't think I'll really be able to play it. Next we have Angry Birds Transformers. I'm putting it all the way in the top of great. I really like Angry Birds Transformers. I just feel like it's a little bit too grindy, and 90% of the roster you have to like pay to get them, and that's not really fun. But besides that, it's really not that bad. It's still really good, so that's why it goes top of great. Next we got Angry Birds Pop, I think this is. Bottom of mid. I could put it in bad, actually. You know what? I'll put it in bad because I don't really like it. I don't really like the bubble shooter type games, and I just don't like them. And then putting it with Angry Birds doesn't really make it better. So yeah. Next we got Angry Birds Fight. I also have not played that game. Just like Angry Birds Stella, I've only seen gameplay, and it actually seems like it could be a bit fun, but I don't really know. Next we have Angry Birds 2. This is going in the top of mid. Listen, if this was me, if you look on my main channel and go onto the oldest video, because it's basic, this is just a remaster of my first ever video. I'm pretty sure I put Angry Birds 2 in S tier, or what this list would be is best, and that was really stupid of me. Because there's so much microtransactions, they push stuff in your face all the time. They got freaking gambling, they've got a battle pass now, they've got all this stuff that Angry Birds does not need. So that's why it's going in mid. Next is Angry Birds Action. Haven't played. I don't really know much about it, so yeah. Next we got Angry Birds Evolution. That's going in trash immediately. This game sucks. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Angry Birds Blast, I think that is. Yeah, I'm putting that in, haven't played. Angry Birds, I think this one is Angry Birds Match. I also haven't played that. Next is Angry Birds Dream Blast. I'm putting that, I'll put that above top because I don't know. I don't really like it that much. I didn't play much of it, but it's not really my cup of tea. Next we've got, I don't remember what this one was called, but I haven't played it. I haven't played Isle Pigs either. Next we got Angry Birds Reloaded. Now this is top of great. It remakes Angry Birds 1, Seasons, Space, all in one game. Now some other stuff in there too. And it is an Apple exclusive, and it is kind of microtransaction-y, and it also has the Angry Birds Friends graphics, which I don't really like those that much, but it's still fun, and it's still really good. It's probably one of the best Angry Birds games in the modern era. Next we got Angry Birds Journey. Top of bad. It's a slingshot game, but it is very much targeted towards kids, and I don't really like it that much. There's the Angry Birds Bird Island, the Roblox game. This is the worst Angry Birds game ever. Also, you might have realized I didn't put that one game, I don't remember what it was called, but it was that new one that they were like doing stuff on not too long ago, where they used AI art and stuff, but I didn't really put that on here since, of course, I haven't played it, and also, I'm pretty sure I don't really want to play it, and it's not even on, I didn't really see it on the like list of games for the wiki, so I wasn't able to really get the app icon for it. I could go scavenging more for it, but I'm too lazy for that. So anyways, I guess this is the end of the video. I guess go watch stuff on my main channel. Stay tuned here for more videos and stuff. And like and subscribe, you know. Bye.